Hello friends, I welcome you to another broadcast of Adam and Evelyn Marriage Matters. I am your host, David Ayodele. Today I'll be speaking on 5 ways active listening will transform your marriage. I'll be back after this time out. Welcome back. There is a common saying that the reason we have 2 ears and 1 mouth is so that we might listen twice as much as we talk. Now that was really reasonable. However, many are great talkers, but only a few are good listeners. Meanwhile, a good listening ability is a requirement in marriage, which every married person needs to cultivate. Listening is an essential skill in any relationship, and it is particularly important in a marriage. The only way you can fully understand your partner is by listening to them. The fact is, they need your listening ears more than they need your words. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. All your partner needs is for you to just listen. Don't spoil such moments by talking. In today's broadcast, we will explore 5 crucial importance of active listening in a marital relationship. I hope all my listeners can cultivate the habit effectively. Because when you cultivate the habit of listening to your spouse without interruption, you'll be surprised at the new level of connection that will develop between you. Now, let's look at 5 things active listening will do for your marriage. Number 1, active listening will enhance emotional connection. Listening actively to your spouse's thoughts, feelings, and concerns will help to develop a deeper emotional connection between both of you. When you listen attentively, you demonstrate that you respect and value your spouse's perspective. This in turn will create an environment where both of you feel safe and supported by each other. Every speaker feels honored when the people they address listen attentively to them. And your spouse is no exception. It might even surprise you to know that your partner does not only feel respected and valued when you listen to them with deep interest as they talk, they also feel that you love them more. At some point, I learned to get speakers to develop special interest in me when I'm in an audience. I do this through maintaining constant eye contact with the speaker when they look in my direction as they speak. I achieve this especially if I'm sitting close to the front of the audience. Soon the speaker notices I'm listening with rapt attention, and so they begin to subconsciously give me special focus, searching for my eyes to speak to me. They notice I'm interested in them, so they become interested in me. That is what active listening can achieve. Number 2, active listening will promote mutual understanding. Listening is a gateway to understanding. By actively listening to your partner, you can better understand their thoughts, their desires, and their needs. And like I like to say, we all know a lot less about others than we usually think we do. You will discover a lot more about your partner when you choose to listen to them intentionally. When spouses understand each other better, it becomes easier to reach compromises on important issues. Also, you are able to empathize with each other because you now have a clear picture of what your partner is really going through. That understanding will also enhance effective problem solving within the marriage. You know, in the first year of my marriage, I thought my wife was strange, and she thought I was weird. We actually never had a fight, but sometimes she would just go completely quiet for a long time, and she wouldn't tell me why unless I spent a long time digging. But I was just too busy in quote in those days to have the time to listen. I don't need to say that we did not enjoy our marriage at that time as we should have enjoyed it. And when eventually I decided to create the time, I discovered my wife was somewhat afraid of me. Afraid. I was shocked to find out that anybody could be afraid of me. I always thought I was such a nice, harmless person, you know. But my wife misunderstood my gestures and my facial expressions and all. And she was in constant fear. Oh my God. Of course, we were able to sort all of that out, but that was not before taking a good time to talk and listen attentively to each other. Now let's go to point number 3. Active listening will build trust. When couples choose to listen actively to each other, it becomes easy to share their vulnerabilities, their dreams, and their desires. This will help them to develop more trust for each other. And I hope you will agree with me that trust is of great importance in marriage, even more than love sometimes. If you and your spouse will discuss and listen intently to each other's thoughts and dreams, you'll become very open to each other. That openness will help each of you to understand the inner world of the other person more deeply, and this understanding will help you to develop deep trust in each other. But when married people won't listen to each other, one or both partners might soon find their best confidence outside the home, and that is not very healthy for the marriage. Everybody needs someone to listen to them. When you have great thoughts or ideas playing through your mind, one of your first responses is to share it with someone. The first person your spouse naturally wants to share their dreams and thoughts with is you. But when your ears are not available, they look for the audience of another. Number 4, active listening will eliminate assumptions and misunderstandings. One of the most common problems in relationships is making assumptions or misinterpreting each other's intentions. By listening actively to your partner, you reduce the likelihood of misunderstanding their words or their actions. When you listen to your spouse, you are able to clarify what you've heard and you get additional information which ensures that both of you are on the same page. This is going to help you to prevent unnecessary conflicts and to promote unity of purpose within your marriage. If couples will actively listen to one another when there is a misunderstanding, they can get a better comprehension of the underlying issues, the concerns and emotions driving the conflict. Sometimes you can decide too quickly that your partner is wrong, but when you really listen to them, you might get a completely different picture. Many things are usually not exactly what they appear to be at first, so you must learn to listen again. Number 5, active listening will foster easy conflict resolution. Effective listening plays an important role in conflict resolution. Most couples have disagreements at some times, and they need to resolve issues. It is proven that most of the disagreements in marriage stem from misunderstandings. When a quarreling couple clearly understand each other's viewpoint, then they can find mutually acceptable solutions. If, however, they are unwilling to listen actively to each other, their conflict will be unnecessarily prolonged and many things could go wrong before they are able to find common grounds. Effective communication and understanding are the basis of a healthy and thriving marriage. And listening is a major ingredient of effective communication. If you don't learn to listen, your speeches will be mostly flawed. The wise King Solomon said in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13, he said, "He who answers before listening, that is his folly and his shame." I believe you have learned vital lessons from today's broadcast. Please comment, like, and share this post. Also subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new broadcast. Once again, I am David Ayodele. Thank you for watching. Until I come your way again, keep your relationship shining. God bless you.